Simplicity converts, clarity converts, respect for user attention converts. These simple things.
Conversions make money.
Cheers, mix, click, and code with Boozy Browsing, sipping and fixing the web one cocktail at a time.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think I was just trying to tell you, I was trying to edit our previous episode. I didn't realize that you're
I remember
fighting.
that said.
You're fighting with the fly. It's funnier than I thought when you keep going like this in the back.
It was all over the place. And then I thought I killed it. And then it came back. I think I just knocked it out for a little bit.
Yeah. And we got a nice intro out of it. So stay
Okay.
tuned.
Glad to hear that. Maybe better than the one that I recorded on my own. So
Yeah, I'll see that. Oh, someday when you get sick, you'll get. I'll record it on my own. My voice is still a little off, but it's okay. I can manage. So this is the one I had for last time, but I didn't get to drink it. Rose all day. Can you see it? Is it?
got
It's not
blurry.
zooming correctly.
For a second. Yeah, it's good now.
There it is. Rose all day. Apparently, it's a third year in a row best buy from Hawaiian enthusiasts. So I'll try that. I think about rosé is like it's always a screw top.
Oh, sure.
So my husband actually bought a matching flamingo shot glasses, and I'm like, I'm not drinking rosé out of shot glasses. So
Just line them up.
yeah, I'll introduce that later. But for now, rosé, ladies' wine.
We still have to do a drinking game on this about something. We thought about that when we first started, but we've never done it. We just kind of just drink. But
Yeah.
I feel like
I think for those we have to make the rules, and I think it'd be funner if we have guests.
Yeah.
So for now,
I will introduce mine. And I didn't look it up at all. I just thought it was cool.
oh, that's cool.
Not your father's root beer. So it's a beer. It's a root beer.
There's just such thing, root beer.
Well, I think it's malted a certain way. I mean, it's like anything else. You add a couple of flavors and it becomes something that people call. I'm trying to find the brewing company. Oh, it's Pabst Brewing Company, a large brew. It's not a microbrew at all. It looked kind of cool. Looked kind of like micro, but no, it's a major. It's just one of their brands.
Oh, I like the
Never
label.
had it.
Yeah, you had it?
No, I never have. I have a 6-pack now, so I'll be drinking a few more this weekend, maybe. But cheers.
All right, cheers. One of these days, I should really get the actual wine glasses. Although I like drinking out of this.
This is weird. This tastes exactly like root beer.
I like this. But I can't tell because I'm still tail end of getting out of the flu. My taste is changed a little bit. But it's very clean. What is it supposed to taste like?
Yeah, mine tastes, well, like a root beer, but it has the black or licorice. Like some do that, which I don't love, but it's definitely tolerable. But it does not taste like an alcoholic beverage at all.
Yeah. So this is actually 100 calories, 0 sugar at it. I think we talked about that. How do you not do gluten-free female wine?
This has a ton of sugar.
I like this a lot. I can see why this one many wine enthusiasts best buy. I think I'm gonna get it's out of France, but I'm gonna be drinking this frequently. Definitely a good find. Okay.
Well, so do you want to introduce the topic of today?
Sure. So the topic for today is website features that sound smart but actually hurts conversions. So we're gonna be roasting some sites. Some of the patterns, and I think it's a good summary of what we talked about a lot while we're auditing.
Yeah.
All these, I think we put 4 or 5 different points, but all these we constantly talked about and constantly complained about.
Yeah,
So
I saw this title. You did the research, found it, just went through the topic, but I saw the title of it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to like this one.
Yeah.
Complaining about all the things I always complain about on websites. So
yeah, and then sometimes it might be easier to just give you the summary of some of the things that you want to avoid. So don't mind sharing, I don't know if you want me to share.
So I know it had websites.
It's a
Oh,
slides.
oh, right. I didn't look at the slides.
I spent all this time.
Uh, is it in the here? Here we go. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Now I'll move this one over. Webs. Yeah, I did not look at these.
So number
I
one,
looked at the notes, so I know what we're talking about, but not the finished slides.
number one is sliders and carousels.
Yeah,
And
stop
I
doing
think
sliders and carousels, please. I mean, I say that, but I understand the reasoning. I mean, no one looks like it's the first thing, first bullet. User
Mhm.
ignores them.
Right.
It's like it looks like either an ad or something that I can't like focus on because it's going to change.
Yeah. And then the example will show after this, like it's the website. I actually counted how many are there. And I'll
Mhm.
guess once we get to the site, I'll let you guess how many sliders are there
Oh,
or
sweet.
carousels are there
On one page or like slides?
on one page.
Oh, fun.
But it's a
Uh,
very well-known site too, so it's I was actually laughing about it. But yeah, so people think it's and also it's something moving, so if I can guess that the site owners or designers feel like they're obligated to have something like this, some moving thing,
mhm.
but having one or two is fine, but having way too many, it's really disruptive. And then exactly why the why list what we listed out why they fail is the users ignore it. Big thing. And auto rotating too fast to read, or sometimes it's just annoying that there's things moving when you don't want it to move. And only first slide gets the view. That's
Yeah.
when
Or
user don't
second,
yeah.
if you're going so fast that the person even like they're looking at the logo, the navigation, and then by the time they get to the hero,
Mhm.
it's to the second one. It's like and that's the last point, I think, the hiding key messaging. Like,
Yeah.
who knows which slide is the key messaging if you have so many slides, and you can't put it on every slide.
Mhm. So
Um, oop.
should we look at the site after or just kind of go through everything and just look
Let's
at everything?
maybe quickly go through let's go quickly go through the slides.
Okay.
What do you think? And then,
Yeah.
because then we can talk through on the pages themselves.
Mhm. Sure.
So mega menus, we've brought this one up a few times. So mega menu is the idea. I mean, it was actually a coined term for like a type of menu at one point, but it's like any
Yeah.
big menu. This is oh, and it shows there. Yeah, like when you have so much navigation in your navigation, you're
Mhm.
really just creating more chaos. It's
Right.
not you're trying I know it like kind of going through them, but they're trying to give them all the options in case they don't want to lose them. But the
Mhm.
reality is I think the opposite where you have so many choices, it takes so long to find it, the person's gonna get frustrated each time they try to do something.
Right. Yeah. So it's exactly the wraps it up. More is not better
Yeah.
on this in this case. So you're overwhelming the audience with too much information, and then like a decision paralysis. It's a real thing. People
Yep.
don't want to have too much information. They just want to get to right to where they want to go, and yeah, bury the priority CTAs. Where are you trying to get at? Like, are you just like throw everything? And most links get zero links, clicks.
Clicks, yeah.
So
Yep, love this one.
pop-ups everywhere.
We're in Black Friday hell at the moment. Go on any site that sells something. It's kind of it is what it is, but even on non-sale events, it's like
Mhm.
how many pop-ups can you have and why do they need to be triggered on load?
Yeah, and then they just don't go away. So,
Yeah.
like, interruption rate 98%, trust damage high. This is really what sums up. It's
Yeah.
like you'd think it's immediate conversion, but it's not. It's just people just get frustrated, and sometimes they'll just leave. And I think you mentioned that at one point. It's like, "I'm just gonna leave."
I mean if you are the other thing is if you're gonna have a pop-up, totally fine. Like
Mhm.
an interstitial or modal window, whatever you want to call it, right? But this is a good example of the bad design. Like it just looks broke. Like don't have anything broken on it because
Yeah,
otherwise it just looks cheesy.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
spent all this time to make your site look great and then you throw a pop up on because it's a third party JavaScript file or a third party plugin that adds conversion pop ups
Mhm.
and then it looks like that.
Yeah. And then the important thing is that some people might not know is that Google can penalize it if it's too
Mm.
intrusive. Over personalization. This is more AI's interruption for or prematurely interrupting too much or not really thought through to make a smooth
Yeah.
interaction. So it's like a shiny object syndrome. So like people just add it in, but didn't think through the actual interaction, how annoying it can be.
Yeah, I get the creepy, and I always felt like because I'm a technologist, like because I do these things, like I
Hmm.
know what has to happen for
Hmm.
them to like get my information. But when you're showing it to me, like pre-populating forms or helping me make decisions based on all this data you have about me,
Hmm.
it doesn't put the warm and fuzzy feeling
Yeah,
in me. Like,
you just feel like your privacy has been violated.
yeah, well, I mean, there's definitely a boundary or like a border of like can do this stuff, and you need to be able to do it if you have the financial means, I guess, or the traffic,
Hmm.
right? But once you get down to like, hey, those are nice shoes you're wearing.
What?
Uh, what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like
but
I'm
it's
getting
actually
all I did my speed round this week. I
yeah.
posted a little bit about it. I don't know when this is going to get published, but when I did that, right, I went through 10 different sites or 8 different sites. Most of those sites I'd never been to before. I get
Hmm.
the typical, now I'm on, my Facebook or Instagram and I'm getting the promotions on those products.
Hmm.
That's fine. Like that's normal.
Right.
Um, when you get the like, I've never been to a site like this ever before, and you're showing me my information, that's kind of crossing some lines.
Yeah, that's a creepy factor, definitely.
Yeah.
And then this is probably, I mean, going back to that, like this is one of those things that now the AI's been relatively new and all this personalization is pretty new that people just threw it in. But now is the time that it's kind of similar to other UX UI workflow design that this has to be also designed so that it's not going to creep people out and make it just right so that it's actually helping your site, not damaging your reputation and site.
Yeah. That note about AI recommendations are failing. It definitely is. Like
Yeah.
it is overly confident in these types of recommendations, and they're at all correct from what I see.
All right. So next up is wall of text, the informational dump.
Yeah. I mean, I could go either way on this one in
Hmm.
some respects, but it's it depends on it depends a lot. Like you have to have a good designer to avoid this, I feel
Right.
like. Because again, we've reviewed some sites and I was complaining about not enough products on it,
Right.
like in my view, right? Like I want to see a bunch of things as I'm scrolling. So I don't
Hmm.
know either way.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also, yeah, you're right. So
Mm,
it depends on what you're trying to convey on your site. If you're a
mm,
news site, sure, you'll have a lot of text. But if you are some e-commerce site and you're trying to tell the history of everything about your product, that might be a little
right.
overkill. So you need
Yeah.
to make sure what your main goal is on your site and think of it in your audience perspective, not from what you want to tell everyone about this. Yeah. So what actually works based on these quick 5 different things that we've mentioned, replace complexity with clarity. Every feature should earn its place by improving conversions. Yeah. So you need to really study your audience and you really need to start evaluating based on the behavior of your audience for your
Right.
site. So just
Yeah.
throwing in a bunch of different things isn't really.
It says instead of doing a slider, you could do a CTA, one clear CTA. I think that's obvious. And then the other 4,
Hmm.
put them down the page. Like let people scroll and then interact with them as they scroll.
Right.
If you really need to show more than one,
Hmm.
because the other thing is that hero space isn't as premium as people think it is, as far as people's attention.
Right.
If they're interested in your site, they almost immediately start to scroll and look for things.
Yeah. And then like mega
Um,
menu, prioritize top 5 or 7 items because people don't need to do all that. I like have
yeah,
every information shouting at your face. And then just have a good search or other interface that can find information easily and quickly. Then you don't need
yeah.
to
I mean,
overwhelm with the mega menu.
and all products link on your menu, and then that goes to a large navigation or some other filtering mechanism.
Right.
Yeah.
And instead of pop-up stamp, contextual CTA embedded in the content, yeah, then your user is actually engaging. Instead of over-personalization, clear universal value proposition.
Yeah.
That's very good. Good copy probably would be a better choice than making it all creepy with the AI. Instead of textfuls, scannables, formatting with visuals. Yeah. So it's mixing it visuals on too heavy, text-heavy content. I like that last line. Simplicity converts, clarity converts, respect for user attention converts. 3 simple things.
And conversions make money. So
Yep. So we should look at some sites.
let's go. Let me find the notes.
I think there's one site per every point. And it's actually a very well-known site. That was actually interesting to see.
I don't see. Oh, it's down below. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So which one was this one? Let's see.
This one says pop-ups every. Whoa, what the? Oh, that's an ad, isn't it?
There's one pop-up.
Yeah, that was the one. And that wasn't even for them. That was just an ad. Like a takeover.
Yeah.
Like
Have you been on this site? I think like when you were
not
on
in
the
a
site for
long
the first
time.
time. Yeah, like usually there's, I guess, it cleaned it up by this time. Used to be very overwhelming
Yeah,
pop-ups everywhere.
I mean, this is technically a pop-up. It's not the. I know it's pinned. Oh, there
There it
we
is.
go. So I have one there. I've got one here. I don't even know where to click. Click there. Click on the X to get that one. Interesting. Go to a. I bet they took over. Adobe took over all the landing pages.
Yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's nice and slow. I don't work for a lot of media companies anymore, but that was ridiculously slow. Anyways, oh, what is? Oh, there we go. There's one of
Yeah.
my.
That's the
I think
another pop-up. Another pop-up.
another pop-up, totally different. No X, of course. No like obvious way of closing it. Oh, no actual way of closing it. I thought if I clicked out, I can't scroll. There's no cancel. Yeah, there's no. You see that?
Yeah, you can't get out of it. So on that note, we
No.
can go to the next site. So the pop-ups can get very disruptive.
Yeah, apparently. All right.
This was the crazy mega menu.
It is the crazy mega menu, but I'm seeing a slider if it ever loads. Still spinning. Oh, there's a
It's a
pop-up.
pop-up. So it's a
Got
3
at least I
already.
had an X. It did finish. Oh, I had to scroll to see something.
Oh,
I mean, it's cool, but
it's fancy.
there's a lot. Whoa, that's a lot of motion there.
Yeah, it's moving by itself.
Like, that took a lot of work and
People probably just wouldn't even.
being nauseous. So
Yeah,
what's the mega menu? Is it just this, you think? That's pretty. I
it's not
mean,
that bad. What about if you do other clicks?
hover over. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, but once it becomes like this and taking over my whole screen and I have to like barely like navigate through things with my finger on a desktop. Oh, I'm using trackpad,
Okay.
right? Like, I mean, I get it. I know it's a clothing store, but still, I feel like that's a lot of different options here. And then so you got none of these have like this is just a critique. So if you're gonna do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is this is weird, but more and more sizes, more dresses. I know that this clicks there because I've built these before,
Yeah.
but you still need a more dresses by occasion. And it goes to that. You still need a more, like if you're having some things, otherwise you're missing things,
Right.
like other gift ideas,
Yeah.
because you're losing people. You're trying to give them all the information and then you don't.
Right.
So this one had fun pop-ups, weird looking slider too.
Yep.
The
So
third
this was like
one.
more for the mega menu, but yeah, it actually hit a bunch of other things.
So walls of I bet on this side.
This thing is kind of mixed. Yeah. I mean, this
I
is a
mean,
news site, but
if people watching this knows what newspapers are, the New York Times is an old newspaper. That's kind of how so that the aesthetics of their site
yeah.
matches what their brand is, obviously. But
Yeah.
you're also dealing with a lot of copy. I think for the walls of text, it's more around product and more
Yeah.
around product pages.
This one, yeah, I don't
product
agree with that. Like, I
sites,
think this should be
like
text
they
heavy.
might have a little bit of mega nav. I was
It's
gonna
not
say
that
if they
bad
like,
though.
I'm sure they have product-ish. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this one's not too bad. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
not
we
too
need to
bad.
look
And
for a
it's not
better
taking over
example.
with the pop-up and stuff like that.
It's not.
So I'm actually
No.
okay with this one.
We need it's like an article that, ooh, hello. Oh boy. There's a
There it is.
I mean they need to make revenue. It
Right.
is what it is.
So that's not too bad. I think this site I'm not.
I like how I give them a reason. Like, yeah, every company needs to make revenue, but
Yeah.
digital media companies really need to. So
Right.
let's just leave it at that. .com. Bonus option. Sliders and carousels. Oh, is this the one you were
That's the
talking
one
about?
I was looking
I
at.
didn't
I
actually look
counted
at it.
how many sliders are there.
Well, let's see how long. Oh, that's a cool feature for when I'm having to wait 2 minutes for your site to load. You spend more time making the loading site look pretty than just make it look low cost.
Right. So out of the bag, guess how many sliders are on this page?
I'm just gonna say like 7 because it's a big number, but
Okay. Let's
I mean,
count.
there's no slider in the euro.
So there's one.
Wait. Oh, you're counting where?
All the carousels, yeah. Carousels and
Oh,
sliders.
carousels. You're counting those as okay.
So there's one.
Oh, this is
There's
2,
there's three, 4.
3,
The one
4
above
there,
is also carousel.
5. You said there was a 6th one, so this is 7. This is 8. 'Cause there's 2 different ones on the same 9. Oh man. I'm gonna 11-ish.
I think I counted
And
12,
I
but
wasn't even scrolling fast, and the images can't even load while I'm scrolling because there's
yeah.
so much stuff.
And then you go back, you still
Trying to
see the images because they're all carousels. And you miss like 1 or 2 on top too. So they're all so overloading carousels.
I mean, do you think they just don't care because they have the deals and people are gonna buy anyways?
I don't
Like,
know, but
I mean, what goes into their 'cause like the fact that it had an animation for when the site was loading
uh,
like that, like not just a spinner, but like there was this weird thing going across.
yeah.
Like they spent development time on that instead of cleaning up the performance.
There's just what yeah.
I should be a little more forthcoming. I ran a really small, unsuccessful startup with a friend like 15 years ago, and Best Buy sued us for a trademark infringement because we were tag sell it. Who knows who owns that domain now? But obviously, we had issued we had a trademark for our logo of a tag with our name in it, and it was very specific. They didn't like that because they wanted to have their tag as a trademark. So they tried. They unsuccessfully won, I guess, because they have a lot more money to force you to do whatever they want. But yeah,
But yeah, I mean what you cut in was 12. I think it was a little more than 12. Like if you really count it.
It wasn't even counting I didn't even see the doubles until further down on the page.
Yeah. So they're all sliders.
I mean, the images have loaded now after my 5-minute diatribe of my past company that failed, but that was quite long. I mean, I can go on about other things, like you get to the footer, it's like, that's not okay. Like, this is what happened here? Why did it go full width? I mean, again, I almost feel like they might be getting a lot of traffic, but they're not even ready for their real Black Friday deals yet. They have to compete with Amazon and start with those. But
Well, they said it starts now.
Yeah, but they're real. Like these will be the intro ones, and then they'll get better. Next week, they'll get even better.
Right.
I mean, this is one of those stores where you get to watch the people carrying TVs that are bigger than their car out the door. So
yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny that when I was counting the carousels, I'm like, really? You need that many? So yeah, some of the things that are disruptive more than it needs to be. You think it's like some designer or some UX person who didn't think through, just threw everything in, but more is not better.
I think it's both designers, but also people just looking at other sites. Like this is Best Buy is a huge brand. You think if you're a smaller not e-commerce necessarily, or even e-commerce in some ways, and you're seeing a site like this, like, well, they must have it together. Why wouldn't I do what they're doing? If you don't know, or if you don't have any kind of user kind of data,
Mm-hmm.
then you build things like this also.
Yeah. That's a really good point because like we purposely pick all the very prominent sites,
Mhm.
and they're doing this wrong too because they just, for whatever reason, maybe it's just a legacy, maybe it's just they thought that was helpful, but not always. Like really need to understand your audience. Yeah, that was fun. It's so I what was the so to recap, what were the 5 that we said?
You pull it up. I can pull it up again. It's right here.
Oh, the last one.
Wanna do the oh, I'm not sharing anymore.
I think it's the second to the last slides.
Yeah, I'm on it.
But yeah, so I think this is pretty good list,
Yeah,
at
no
least just
slider. Limit your
right.
mega menus or reduce them down, ideally down to the 5 to 7. 1 or so pop-ups, especially on a single page load. Ideally not like when you click to a second page, do another pop-up either. Maybe on the
Right.
4th or 5th if you really have to. Or on the next visit if you're sending out like deals through newsletters and getting them to come back.
Right.
Maybe do something different. The over-personalization is like, especially with AI, if you think that that's going to help you personalize, that's
Mhm.
going to be a tough one, I think.
Right. You need to really get it right if you really want to
Yeah.
use that. And text wall, this can be like we said, even with the site example, it really depends on
Yeah.
the functionality of your site. So, but yeah, so it's a good wrap up because
A
we're
good one.
probably going to be talking about this every time we audit some sites. So it's a good list to start, and we can probably come up with the next set of lists. But this is a good starting list to think twice if you're going to put this in.
I mean, it is amazing going back to these big sites again and seeing how many egregious errors they are still doing, honestly,
Right.
versus small sites where it's never really been okay for sliders, but designers really liked it for a long time, and it became a somewhat pseudo standard.
Right.
But the reality is, if you look at any analytics that's tracking the usage of those, the clicks beyond it, and if you're actually like doing surveys of your users and ask them what was in the hero and you have a slider, they don't know.
Yeah. And they don't really click through to look at it either.
No,
So
no.
it's
Unless you're like
overkill.
a fashion site or like a like if they're wanting to see and interact with the slider or
Mm-hmm.
slideshow
All right.
of content, that's very different than just showing products or your messaging on your homepage or your service, something like that. Those are
Yeah.
very different things.
Yeah. And then like you can have like a photo section or like a gallery section to
Yeah.
do exactly that, not overwhelm the homepage with that. So, hey, this is a nice clean drink for this light talk. It's light enough. So,
We do lunch and learns every month, though, hopefully going forward. So look for
yes.
those. And they're always
Right.
recorded on either LinkedIn or YouTube.
So, subscribe and I think we might be getting some sponsor for drinks, so hopefully soon. We'll see.
Stay tuned for the next episode on Monday afternoon.